All right, we are live. We're adjusting things. Do things look different? Do I have a cyborg now or something with me? Huh? No, no. That's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to this week's edition of the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I am the Athletic Geek, and I am joined via computer due to illnesses by Jedi Jason Kruger, and we got a lot to talk about right now. Jedi, how am I looking from another perspective? How's this coming across with this new experimental view of things?
Tilt your camera up a bit.
Up a bit.
Yeah, you're cutting the top of your head off.
Good now? We good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Woo! All right, got lots to talk
I'm
about.
a little cut off. I can only see up to my nose.
Well then, looks like somebody's getting cut off. I think that's just how it's gotta be.
Fair enough.
All right. Anyway, Jedi is feeling a little under the weather, and rather than spread the germs all over Athletic Geek HQ, we have decided that, he's going to stay home, and we're going to do the show, with the magic of computers. So, if you've never seen this show before, this is the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. Jedi and myself have love professional wrestling, love talking about professional wrestling. We love sharing our love of wrestling. That's a bit redundant, but go with me here. With you, the fans, and yeah. But at the end of the day, we're not part of the wrestling business. We're not, actually in the business. Our opinions carry no more weight than any of you, because at the end of the day, we're not insiders. We're not wrestlers. We're just two marks. And yeah. Just two marks. And yeah. Royal Rumble fallout. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened on Raw and SmackDown, and Jedi is going to be manning that helm because, well, my source of everything is now showing Jedi's face off, so we can keep that demographic that like Jedi's face watching the show this week.
High demand.
High demand. Yes, it's HD. It's high demand. But in general, Jedi came to my house and watched the Royal Rumble, and as you can see, I'm wearing my new Becky Club t-shirt in celebration of the man's victory at the Royal Rumble, and this will be the last time I wear it before WrestleMania, because this will be what I wear to WrestleMania this year. Go Becky. What'd you think of the pay-per-view? I was rather not coherent at the, during the pay-per-view, but overall, what were your highs and lows of the Royal Rumble? We don't really do this, but this is one of the first pay-per-views we watched together in quite some time, so figured, what'd you think of it?
All in all, I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, and it's just because it came off right after the Women's Royal Rumble when Becky won, probably Styles and Bryan was like the slowest match for me. It's not really their fault, but it's kind of the spot they were put in.
That and, it is, AJ, it's kind of weird with AJ. Whenever he has a really hyped up match with somebody who you think he's gonna do well with, it kind of underdelivers, and that's kind of something like him and Bryan, now granted their other matches have been very good.
Yeah.
But this one kind of underdelivered. Same thing with like the Shinsuke matches and whatnot, so.
Yeah. But I can't really complain too much. They even managed with the Shooting Star Press to kind of win me over on the Shane and Miz thing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Still not. I feel like the Royal Rumbles were good. The Lesnar Finn match was good until the end of it. I just really feel like there should have been a little more of a struggle before Finn tapped. That's kind of, and my drunken rage set me off, but...
I've seen different people have different opinions, but I feel like the beatdown after the match is because Lesnar was irritated that Finn got so close to beating him.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Other people, he's just kind of limped off or whatever. This time, he was, like, upset. It was like, how dare you be decent?
Right. So, and then in the Men's Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins...
Oh, that was great.
I loved it.
Like, there was possibility that Braun could have won. I liked how they crafted it right there at the end where we were wondering.
Which one is it going to be?
Exactly.
And I will happily admit...
One of those.
Happily admit both of my predictions were wrong. I am happy to concede that. So... Yeah, so overall I thought it was a fun pay-per-view, maybe not the best, but hopefully it's a strong start to the road to WrestleMania, and hopefully it leads to a good WrestleMania. But, Jedi, why don't you get to some Raw recapping for us? What happened on Raw?
Well,
since you got the...
Who won the Royal Rumble? Seth Rollins won the Royal Rumble, and then he came out to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And our good buddy Triple H said, "You got to pick somebody, buddy." Because, I don't know, apparently there's a timeline or something on that.
Well, last year they picked them, well, with the exception of Asuka, who was eliminated with Rousey pointing at the sign. You know, like, they picked their stuff just right after the Rumble last year. Like, Shinsuke challenged AJ right there on the spot. And Asuka was going to do something similar, but it just didn't happen.
She showed up, like, 2 weeks later on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, anyway, so he showed up.
Also, I just realized this, and I did not do this intentionally. I did not mean to wear my Fighting Irish hat with my Becky Lynch shirt. So, just realized I've done that.
Nice.
Happy accident, but an accident nonetheless.
Let's see. Oh, we got a few comments.
Oh, we got the comments.
Ray says hello.
I see you.
Eric says Bryan and Styles could have been better. Agree.
Agreed. And Eric, I'm sorry, Double C was there. Oh, shut up now.
He says crowd atmosphere was incredible. Finn Brock would have been better if it ended in disqualification.
I did not mind Brock winning. I just feel like there should have been like that hold cinched in and Finn, he almost reaches the ropes and no, he flips it back and oh shit, is he gonna get out? He has no choice. But what, again, going back, fighting spirit, what kind of something Finn learned in Japan, I'm happy with a clean finish at least. That's not too much of an insider term, a clean finish, is it?
We'll debate it later.
Yeah.
Anyway, he also says that he could not hear a word Ronda said. He was booing so loud on Raw.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell what was going on. He sent me a video. And I'm like, afterwards, just kind of like, okay, what's going on? Because I thought they were booing Becky. And I'm like, these people are stupid. But then I'm like, no, they're doing that. Was able to watch the actual, watch it on Hulu. And like, oh, well then. Okay.
Right.
I thought that, I guess we'll just jump to that, with you feeling under the weather and me not feeling my best either. This might be a speed edition of the show tonight, but...
That's fair. I suppose it bears mentioning. It sounds like Ambrose is leaving.
Yes.
WWE confirmed it, so.
Well, I did enjoy that segment. I think we found out clearly why Becky is, I venture to say, the best wrestler in WWE right now. That segment there is proof positive why that match needs to main event WrestleMania. And
that's what they're saying right now, anyway.
The only concern I have with that, and I mentioned this with some other folks earlier in the week, we have, I guess we'll get to that part in the recap later, but we have Seth versus Brock.
Yeah.
And barring, just a stupid decision or bad Kim or whatever, anything is possible. That looks to be a really, really epic match. And if that really epic match ends with the Beast being slayed by, Seth Rollins, and that's in the semi-main, are we looking at a potential issue similar to WrestleMania 18 and WrestleMania 25, where, yes, this is the match that's going to go on last, and it should be a good match, but the big epic moment came earlier in the night, and then the fans are just tired.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen because I want Becky and Ronda to, more so Becky than Ronda, to go on last and be the first female main event at WrestleMania, especially with somebody who's been great, finally getting the chance to show how great she is to get that honor. Stuff like that's why we're doing this via satellite today. It's like The Rock, when The Rock would come back. Jedi via satellite.
Finally, the Jedi has come back.
You're contagious over the fucking thing. Because I'm coughing now. But
hey,
I just worry that that's what's
went
gonna...
viral.
Yeah.
Our video went viral.
Yep. Alright, that was a great show, everybody! But is that what, to me that's a real concern, and that's something that I don't want Becky to get such a, and yes, I'm marking out for Becky Lynch and whatever. But I don't want Becky to get this honor and then have everybody at WrestleMania be, ho-hum, yeah, I'm tired now, I'm tired. And
no kidding.
I'm really tired because I just saw this epic stuff, and is it time to go back to the... I'm really tired, okay. Yay! I wouldn't do that. I'd still be, yelling and cheering and everything else, but I'm also not representative of everybody else in MetLife Stadium. So...
No kidding. I just go back to Rollins and Ziggler with the Iron Man match. And those wonderful fans.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully they got that out of their system.
I hope so too.
Tonight.
But, that's my real... I want that to happen. I don't feel like there's any other, there's any other choice in the matter.
Right.
But I'm also just concerned that, especially with what we saw at WrestleMania last year, where after Bryan's match, the fans were done. Now, granted, they didn't really get a whole lot to work with. Like, when they should have been lit back up with AJ and Shinsuke, nothing happened, and then they had the main event that they didn't give a shit about. So, I mean...
Yeah, no kidding.
So that's my big concern with that, but I just gotta trust in the man to, if that happens, to, bring the best out of Ronda Rousey and steal the show and lighten that crowd back up again like she's done. Well, ever since they tried to make her a villainess, and it didn't work. So,
Right.
And inspired a bunch of memes.
Oh, man.
That
was a great month.
So, what else we got to talk about that's important?
I want to know what's going on with Nia Jax right now, but her and Tamina qualified for the Chamber for the tag titles.
Yeah, rumor and innuendo is she injured R-Truth.
Really?
But R-Truth gets a good consolation prize. More on that later when it comes to, well, more on that later.
Injured too badly. Jeez.
No.
Okay, Kurt Angle got murdered by Baron Corbin. What is up with that?
Look, I get that they want to make new stars, and I know that, going even back to his TNA days, Kurt Angle doesn't have an ego. He wanted to lose to Jay Lethal and all this and the other, but
Fair.
Baron Corbin sucks. He does absolutely nothing for me. He doesn't wrestle a style I like. He doesn't have some, the mic skills or whatever to make up for it. He doesn't have the presence. He just he's there.
Yep.
And I mean, I guess they want to make new stars, and hey, you beat Kurt Angle, but I really don't. Baron Corbin bores the hell out of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But
I tried.
But other than the man showing up on Raw, you know what my second favorite segment was?
What was that?
My second favorite segment was Elias, now fully villain again, gets confronted once again by Jeff Jarrett and the Road Dogg. And we get a nice little sing-along of With My Baby Tonight, much like in Double J's Hall of Fame induction. But I thought this was a fun segment, and once again, Elias kind of gets the upper hand on the Legends. And I don't want this to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if maybe they're like building up to a potential match with Jarrett and Elias at WrestleMania. I hope not, just because I feel like that's taking us, there's better Legends you could be using in that spot if you're going to insist on a Legends match at WrestleMania, but
yeah,
it's also taking the spot of something else for Elias to be doing, but still, you just never know.
Right. Oh, Riot Squad qualified for the tag title thing.
I think Riot Squad might be. Well, we'll get to that at our Elimination Chamber predictions episode, but I think right now Riot Squad's kind of my favorite to win it.
I loved what they did at the Royal Rumble after they got eliminated and Ruby got in there.
Yeah, that was good. It was very good.
Yeah. I was like, more of that. That'd be good. I mean, it'd be kind of fun if they could win the tag titles and then, kind of be the Shafir and Duke to Baszler.
Right.
But at least that's my opinion. But Anyway, let's see. Not a lot happened. Zack Ryder and Hawkins. Nobody really cares.
Major Brothers reunited. And
that's right.
Yeah.
Because they were. Oh, Rousey fought Bailey.
Yeah.
And yeah, talked on the mic. For
Oh, this is
poor girl. She can't beat the man.
No, she can't beat the man on the mic.
Or the Twitter.
Oh, nobody can beat the man on Twitter.
That's true.
Oof. I apologize, viewers, for this. This is one of the harder episodes for me to get through. Not feeling my best. Our town just must be sick.
You're not feeling your best, huh?
I've been battling it all week.
Oh.
Yeah, just kind of one of those. This is kind of why I'm help make the executive decision to maybe we not exchange germs.
Right. No kidding.
So
then, of course, Lynch came out to let us know she's going after Rousey. To sum it up.
Pretty much.
Which we already talked about, basically.
Yeah. We can't get enough talking about the man.
Right. Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot. Baron Corbin, I guess, is friends with Drew McIntyre again. Or something.
Why are they writing Drew like that?
I don't know. I don't know. They don't know what they're doing with him or Braun now. They're just spinning their wheels. As far as I can tell, anyway. And then, the best part where Brock Lesnar just, does F5s forever.
5 forever. F5 forever. Time forever. That's right.
Buddy,
That's right. Thank you. Thank you.
from what I heard, he hit six F5s, which I thought was interesting because that's the number it took to beat Roman at WrestleMania last year.
Yeah, that might play into the match somehow.
Right. I feel like that was a message, but I feel like nobody else I watched that reviewed it picked up on it, so I'm just throwing it out there.
I didn't really think about it, and you might be right.
I mean, every now and again they tell a semi-subtle story, so who knows?
They're no New Japan, though, when it comes to that.
Well, I mean. Is anybody in Japan
Besides New
that
Japan?
was wrong,
Damn. Yeah.
Well, Raw wasn't bad.
No, it was one of the better Raws in quite some time. I just didn't really. It's a setup. Not everything's gonna be epic. It was a very good. The Royal Rumble was the prologue for the story that is to come, and here is, chapter 1.
Right. Oh, we got some more comments. I'm trying to juggle so many different screens here.
Yeah, let's take a look at the comments.
Let's see. Double C says, how about starting WrestleMania 35 with the Universal Championship match?
Maybe, but the only downside of that is, from a business perspective, is there's a lot of people, and I disagree with them wholeheartedly, there's a lot of people that come to these shows just to see Lesnar.
Yeah.
So you would run the risk of, yay, Lesnar, bye-bye.
Yeah.
And then just, going to whatever concession stand, beer stand, bar is at the MetLife Stadium until Rousey comes out. So I wouldn't be against that personally, but Lesnar in the opening match is kind of just something I just don't see happening. And I maybe would be a bad thing in the long term. Maybe if it's like the middle of the card and there's enough filler in between, the crowd might feel well rested enough for when the man comes around.
Right.
Got any more comments?
Oh, yeah.
Whoop, thank you for leaving comments.
During the Bayley Ronda match, they all started chanting, "We want Becky." Do we believe the Riot Squad could be the female equivalent of the Shield? They got a long way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, potentially, I would say yes, but
one. It's funny though. The Shield came out dressed like members of a Riot Squad, and they're called the Riot Squad. So hey, it might work.
Yeah, Liv Morgan in riot gear with that blue tongue and pink hair.
Hey, they're actually called the Riot Squad. The Shield dressed like a Riot Squad. I'm all for it. Let's go with it.
Right. Other than that, Double C said that it was amazing when Road Dogg came out. Everybody went nuts.
Oh yeah, I actually got to see Road Dogg. He was like one of the rare legends in the 2012 Royal Rumble that I got to attend. So yeah, Road Dogg always gets a thumbs up from me.
Let's see, SmackDown then.
Alrighty,
that was it for the. I don't remember this.
This is an instance where I didn't like what's happened on SmackDown because I just want to get over. I want to just go ahead and start talking about it now. We're both not feeling well. We've thrown logic and order out the window. It's mayhem. It's anarchy on the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap show this week. But Rusev is a villain now, and stupid.
Everything about that.
Everything. Look, R-Truth is a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Okay, and I appreciate everything R-Truth has done for the wrestling business. I appreciate the fact that he was able to change his character up when it was really not feeling so fresh back in 2011. I appreciate everything he did to help TNA get better. Terrible. Terrible idea to put the title on him. To put the United States title on him. No. And then to make it all seem even worse, now Rusev, who was one of the top heroes on SmackDown maybe under AJ and Ray? He's now a villain. Why? Why WWE? Are you afraid? Are you afraid of making a new star? Are you afraid of him being put in a position where he might make you money? You know, it would have been one thing if the character was stale, but I don't think it was that stale. Sure, it wasn't, like as white hot as it was last year when Rusev Day was a total package, and I don't mean Lex Luger. But now you want to do this? Really? Why?
I got nothing.
It's stupid. And I don't like being the guy that rants on WWE on this show. I want to be going, yay WWE, yay New Japan, hopefully AEW's good, yay Ring of Honor, but this decision is just asinine. Who are heroes on SmackDown now? You got AJ and Ray and who else? Truth?
Yeah.
Like those are the equivalent of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman on your on your brand. That's it. Just why? I can understand making a turn when it's just not working. Shinsuke turning, good idea. Daniel Bryan doing it, was kind of not receptive to it at first, but it's working for the better now. Because he was really treading water as a hero on SmackDown, but I got nothing. I got nothing except for that decision was bad and you should feel bad, WWE.
Dude, it looks like they're from what happened later after that they're freaking putting Rusev and Nakamura together as a villain tag team.
Why? That makes no fucking sense!
I mean, I'll admit that the tag team division's a little... Well, no, it's not. They just don't know how to use it. They have sanity, and they weren't even in the... We're skipping a little, but they weren't even in the qualifying freaking number one contender match. No iteration of them. So never mind. I was about to say the tag division needed some freshening up, but it really doesn't if they knew what they were doing.
And Shinsuke and Rusev are going to be two thrown together guys that form a tag team.
I know. They're going to be the ones to take it away from Miz and Shane. That's what I'm predicting.
I mean, and then am I like in that sense, yay? But on the flip side of it, it's like
I'm only going to be a little satisfied if they manage to make a neat mashup of their music for their entrance. That is a challenge.
Team Rated RKO style.
That's right. Exactly.
So that was the one that made me... That's what made me angry about this week in wrestling. Yeah. So, one, just to get that off my chest.
Where does R-Truth go from here? Like, hey, but I'm just skipping ahead here, so never mind. Someone that I thought was going to go into a feud with Nakamura for the U.S. title is doing something else that I'm quite happy about. So,
who's that?
Mustafa Ali.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He eliminated him, but he's doing something else.
See, there you go. Another reason why it's dumb, because Mustafa Ali and, just that could have been great.
Yeah, but he is in the chamber, dude.
I know, but he's not going to win the chamber.
I know, but he's in there. I mean, it's something.
That's
it
true.
Could be something.
I'm proud of Mustafa Ali. I'll give him that.
Yeah. He's had a heck of a 2019 so far.
Yep. He just needs some gold. That's all he needs is some gold.
So SmackDown SmackDown teased this with Mysterio versus Samoa Joe on free TV and then took it away. Because of Andrade.
I guess they're just going to keep the Andrade and Wraith then going to WrestleMania.
I mean, it's going to be hard for me to picture it going that long, but I'm not upset right now.
I'm not upset, it's just, you know.
Hey, this is a good way. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. This is a good way Andrade could beat Truth, and then we could have a mask versus title match at Mania.
I'd be down for that. I was also thinking down the line, some way of getting that title onto AJ or Ray, so that way they could have the dream match at WrestleMania, but, you know, it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Right, yeah.
But
yeah, I feel like, in my mind, I feel like there's a way that if they did do Orton and AJ, they could make it good, but I don't know.
I'm sure it would be good.
Every time I say something's going to be good,
yeah.
or AJ was somebody, they find a way to ruin it for me, so.
For me, it's just a matter of me being completely over Randy Orton, that just, like.
You mean?
Like, everything Randy Orton's involved in this, okay, I'm gonna, you know, I'd stay because it's AJ, but like any other time I see Randy Orton, I'm like, oh, y'all want something to eat? Anybody want a beer? You know, I'm gonna get up now.
I just like how you're over him, so, you know, he's not over with you.
That's a term we don't use on this here show.
I'm aware, but I had to throw the inside joke in there for fun. Clean finish. I don't know. Anyway,
no, that'll be debated on. We'll have a judgment ruling on next week's show.
Let's see what we got. Anything? Oh yeah, we got a match.
Pardon?
Our Usos and the New Day and Heavy Machinery, because why not?
Why not?
It's not like we don't have Sanity already there, but okay, whatever.
And then that started the hashtag Where's Sanity that was put out on Twitter because they weren't even involved, which was ridiculous. And again, that's bad and you should feel bad, WWE.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But, and it was an elimination match, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got the Bar and the Usos and the New Day. They pretty well they are the tag division, so
it wasn't a bad match.
Man, I'm just not with it. Okay, I guess the Usos won. Cool. Good for them. That'd be interesting.
The fruits of illness still rearing their ugly head.
Yeah.
But for you, the viewers, we power through.
That's right. That's right. Because we care. Oh! The WWE heavyweight champion.
Yeah! Yeah, well, this was funny. You know, I thought like, you know, this was actually a good segment because it looks good, but it also looks so bad at the same time.
Right.
And I said, like, whoever beats him for that title should, like, use him as, like, wood chippings for, like, a barbecue.
Right.
Like, that should be a thing, like, you know, hey, Brian, you know, I'm here, you know, just want to show you I'm having a barbecue with my family today, and we need, you know, some firewood to cook this meat. Whoosh! And then just have him be like, no! You know, I think that'd be a hilarious segment.
Right.
But,
yeah. Now, if they use the whole thing, would they also get high while they're having their barbecue?
well, maybe just pop the wood off of it, you know? That's something I did see the joke. Jeff Hardy wants to win it so he can smoke it.
That's right.
But here's the bigger question. Do you think Bryan is going to hold on to this, or do you think they're going to roll with that title even after Bryan has lost it a la the Jeff Hardy TNA belt? Or the spinner belt?
Right. It would be really hard for me to picture, but then again, it was a little hard to picture when it was the spinner belt. I don't know, somehow when Edge had it, like, ironically it worked, but, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't feel like that's something that they would want to keep.
No.
After Brian?
But you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
They may be wanting to appeal to that audience and go, see, we're making strides to change things.
Right. Even though they're using it for a villain thing right now, afterwards they'll just be like, see, look at this. I mean, we're progressive.
And we'll no longer be serving weird burgers at our stadiums. Which, by the way, Double C will not be eating the Royal Rumble burger, unfortunately. Sad face.
That was snuffed out rather quickly, yeah.
Sad face.
So let's see, who all come out? Because I remember only like 3 of them. Orton,
AJ, Jeff, Mustafa
Ali, Samoa Joe. Is that it? And AJ.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
those 5
I think Brian's going to WrestleMania with that belt. Now, rumor and innuendo says he's going to be losing that belt to John Cena at WrestleMania.
Oh.
Sad. But, I know, I'm thinking the same. I'm going to be there to see it, dude!
I am... If I'm lucky enough to manage to watch it live instead of later, thanks to the kids, I'm so going to be texting you stuff.
It's going to be like, yep. It's going to remind me of Elimination Chamber in 2010 when, Sheamus was the Raw champion at that time, and it ended up coming down. He gets eliminated. It comes down to, Triple H. I want to say, Triple H and Cena. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm literally just, I'm done. I'm going to go I'm going to go check the merch table. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I don't care about this. And I'm doing this. I got me my hot dog and I bought me a DVD and went to the bathroom before all that. And, while I'm doing all this, I hear 1, 2, 3, yay! I'm like, oh, fucking Cena won. Well, I'm glad I'm back here. And, everything's kind of happening. I'm like, I start making my way back to my seat. And, that's when Vince comes out and he's like, you gotta defend your title again. And I'm like, wow, let's make this even worse. I avoided Cena, and now he's gonna lose the belt to Batista right here in front of me. My 2 least favorite guys on the roster right now. So that could be the way of any time I go to a live WWE show, getting it stuck to me.
Yeah, it's true. The risk you take with that company.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully the other 4 shows I'm seeing that weekend will at least make me go, yeah, whatever. So yeah.
That was basically the show.
And then Dean Ambrose, apparently leaving WWE when his contract expires.
So is
Hideo Itami has already been granted his release.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
Yeah. So Hideo Itami deserved better. I'm sure he'll go back to Japan and be a star. Ambrose, them announcing that they're going to wait to release him has me somewhat thinking this is storyline, just in the back of my head. That there's some wheeling and dealing going on to change things, but part of me hopes that's not the case. Part of me hopes that he's bound for potentially AEW to be used correctly.
Right. When you said bound for, I was about to finish it by saying glory.
No. Do not go to Impact, Dean.
Hey, they need talent too.
I mean, he might. Who knows? It's not about the money with Dean. It's about direction. And he's made. He doesn't live a lavish lifestyle, and he's, apparently saved a bunch of money, and his wife is still making good money within WWE. So, we might see him go to Impact or ROH just for some creative satisfaction, but
yeah.
If I was a gambling man, I'd say if he's going to wrestle, it'll be AEW, but might be wrong.
Fair enough.
But I think that's going to be... I mean, is there any more comments?
Not much else to say. NXT didn't have anything happening because they haven't filmed their new stuff yet.
No.
So.
Any more comments we need to take a look at before we...
No, yeah, let's double check on here. Thank you.
Real amateur hour this week, but we're not feeling well.
Oh, Cardboard says, hey.
Hello, Cardboard. Thanks for watching.
That's about all we got.
All right, well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We apologize for the weird way of doing this, but we're not feeling well. So, yeah.
By some miracle, my kids didn't run in and tackle me, so.
Yeah, so. Yep, that's why he has no social media, because he's got kids, so he ain't got time for social media. You can follow me on Twitter at athletic_geek89. Go like the Facebook page at facebook.com/athleticgeek89. If you enjoyed this video and like to see us like it, please subscribe. Not just content from the world of pro wrestling, but we got content from comic books and gaming and a whole bunch of fun stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, also give it a like, give it a share, and this is a somewhat under the weather, I can't even talk, Athletic Geek, and a very under the weather Jedi Jason Kruger. We are two sick marks. Are out. Have a good one.